Hello and welcome back to Hunter the Vigil Summons here on Dork Tales. I'm your storyteller, Kelle. Are you seeing him? And tonight, folks, we are getting back into it with another episode of this supernatural legal procedural set in Vancouver, British Columbia. We're going to be jumping in just a second, but before we do, a quick reminder that this game is going to contain a number of things that may be sensitive to some viewers. Violence, sexuality, horror, and scenes therein. So if anything happens through this game that you find to be a bit much for you, take a break. We'll be here when you get back. And if anything is going to be too much, I will try to telegraph it beforehand because nobody wants to be surprised by anything. With that, let's go ahead and introduce our characters and let's hop into play. Starting with Robin. Hey, Robin.
Hi. Hello, everyone. I'm Robin. I use she, her pronouns, and I am playing Lillian Underhill, our lucifuge lawyer. And it's been a hot minute since I've played this character, but I'm excited to get back into the drama.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right, over to Kelle.
Hey, it's Kelle from up the road. I use she, her pronouns, and tonight I am continuing to play Elina Ekstrom, the FBI envoy. She is pretty much a profiler, my dream job, and also a member of the VASCU, which is kind of the subset in the FBI of demon hunters / serial killers. So this is totally up my alley, totally my jam. So.
Nice.
Very excited to come back to this. Yeah.
And last but not least, we have Traz. Hey, Traz.
Hi, so I'm Traz. I use he, him pronouns, as is my character, Alexander Landry, the very sleep-deprived cop who's playing chauffeur and hopefully will become part of Task Force Valkyrie at some point.
Nice. All right, before we begin, I just wanted to remind everybody that you need to have some aspirations, and I noticed in the chat you've put them there. I'm just going to let everybody know what they're going for so that we all kind of can lean into them as we go. So Lillian, you have take some drugs, walk the dog, and get a lead in the case. What's your dog's name?
It's Persephone.
Persephone.
Yeah, she's one of my touchstones, too.
Okay. Then I have Kelle. Elina is get more info on Les Enfants Terribles and the Lucifuge. Get data from that encrypted iPad and determine new locations to investigate. Okay. And then Traz, you have chosen for Alex. Find out who's been leaking info. Get some sleep. Do you have a third one?
I couldn't think of a third one.
Get more sleep.
It could be get something out of Jackie the reporter. It could be impress my new allies. It could be fail to impress my new allies. You can play into the drama of it if you want.
Intel from Jackie seems like a good choice.
Sure. By the way, you also can always choose one like dramatically fail a roll. I know, double beat power with that. It's great. And is anybody spending any experiences before we begin? Last episode, you got...
I was just looking at trying to find the page that has the experience on it, sneakily, but since we're going to talk about that.
Yeah.
So everybody got 4 group beats in the first session. And then Alex got 2 additional ones. Everybody else got 1. So everybody got 1 full experience point for the first game. If I'm not mistaken.
Yep.
And then
I have on my sheet 2 experience and 2 beats for my sheet from both, rolling total.
I got 2 experience and 1 beat. I think you've done 1 more than me.
I failed a lot of rolls last game.
Yeah, that's
Yes,
right.
I recall.
Okay, so you have 2 experience. I think everybody has at least 2 experiences.
Yeah.
So if anybody wants to, what you can do is you can spend those immediately if you'd like. 1 experience buys you a specialization. 2 buys you a skill. And then what else can you buy for those? For just 2, not terribly much. I believe it's at, you could buy another
integrity.
merit dot.
You can buy integrity dot and just a skill dot. Merit is 1 experience per dot.
Okay. Oh, was merit only 1? Oh man.
I think each time you this is experience
Yeah.
costs. It's not just like beginning experience costs.
No, I think you're right. I think that I'm thinking
Skill.
first edition because
Uh-huh.
I've been playing Hunter for way too long.
I think I would like to buy another. I'd like to buy a dot in Streetwise with my 2 experience.
Sure. That works for me.
Done.
That makes sense that you would have that.
Yep, learning a bit more on the streets and learning things from.
Hmm. All right. Anybody else want to spend anything?
Yeah, let's see. I might be convinced. Let's see, what have I got? What do I think I could be useful here?
Does the risked willpower go back to not being? Is risked willpower is once a scene, right? Or
Once
a game?
a scene, you can risk.
Okay, so I will unclick my box of risked willpower again.
Unclick your box.
Yeah. Giggity.
And you will regenerate a point of willpower by getting a full night's sleep, by the way.
Nice.
Yay.
I actually don't think I have any lost willpower.
Well,
I
give it
still
some
have
time.
4. Yeah, no.
All right.
Can I buy? Can I buy tactical insight as a mental merit?
How many dots is it worth?
Let's see. Prerequisites. It's 2 dots.
Okay, so you'd have to. It would take. Yeah, two experience
I don't have
points.
enough wits. Yeah, I mean, I can give you 2 experience points. That's no problem. It says my prerequisites.
You need to hit the
needed are-
prereqs to have it.
Yeah, I need to hit the prereqs.
So you can save up and buy up your wits.
Oh, hang on. Wits, survival, or streetwise.
Let me just double check that. What is that? What page is that on?
That is page 89. It says 89 on the PDF. Is it the actual? It is actually 89.
Tactical insights.
Yeah.
So if I'm not mistaken, what they mean, well, no, I guess.
Yeah, I'm trying to.
I feel like what they're trying.
Vague interpretations.
I think. Well, I'm interpreting based on the comma, right? Like I feel like it's saying that you need wits 3. No, they would say and. So sure, you can go ahead and do that.
Okay. I have
that comma makes it sus whether or not it's wits 3, survival, or.
But if you look, it says like trained observers wits 3 or composure 3. So I think they're just doing well, except natural tinkerer says wits, comma crafts. If you look beside that, so
yeah, so I think you do need wits 3 for that. I think it's just they should have used a slash.
I do need wits 3, so I need a third. Can I buy a dot of wits?
Not
you need
until
4 experience.
You need 4 experience.
Yeah, you're halfway.
Okay,
we're halfway.
Whoa, you're halfway there.
No.
Traz, you gonna buy anything up? You gonna wait?
I think I'll save for now. I think I'll wait.
All right.
Well, then I'd like to buy another streetwise.
Okay.
Okay. How many is that? What
That's
do I buy
2.
there? That's 2? I can do that.
Yeah. What does that take you to?
Okay. Experience? Oh, that brings me to 2 streetwise.
All right. So everybody's a little streetwise. Good.
A little streetwiser. I mean, I'm
Little
FBI.
streetwiser.
I should be somewhat streetwise.
Quick reminder though that skills are not multiplied by anything. So Lillian, if you didn't want to take streetwise and you would rather have something else like buy persuasion 4 or 5, you could. So it's not like old world where it's a multiplier. It is literally just that much for a dot.
Oh.
So if you want to make yourself super specialized, you can.
Okay. Yeah, I might buy Yeah, I'm gonna buy another dot in persuasion then. I'll be 4 persuasion.
4? Do it. You just don't get any free specialties like you do in Old WoD.
Yeah. Okay, that's fine.
But that extra dice is important. So go ahead and swap your streetwise up there then.
Yep. Did
Cool.
that.
Cool. So that's pretty great. All right.
Persuasive as hell.
Persuasive as fuck. We're an R-rated game.
Oh,
I
right,
guess
yeah.
as hell
That's
makes more
true.
sense for you though.
It is true.
Yeah. All right. Anything else before we begin, everybody?
No.
I think that's good. I think I'm good.
All right.
Mm.
Well, last time on Hunter the Vigil, you all proceeded with your investigation, uniting together for the first time under the banner of a special project out of the precinct. You were sent to investigate the murders of one Mr. Hicks. Going to his apartment, you were able to find a few clues that the police had missed, as well as a demonic sigil beneath his bed. You also went and interrogated his neighbors, or I guess interviewed his neighbors, one of which was an old woman who told you a couple of things that may or may not be useful. Then you also went and spoke to the neighbor directly beneath him, who is an actor working on some trashy TV revival show. And from there, you learned that he was probably purchasing drugs from... signs seem to point to the front desk person.
Kevin.
Kevin. Oh, Kevin. From there, that is where our game ended, with you all it being midday, you all being pretty exhausted, and deciding to head home and get some rest before continuing your investigation later that night or the next day. As well, you also had a meeting at 8 p.m. at Koji Sushi, or at least Alex did. I don't know who else is going along there, but Koji Sushi, 8 p.m. with Jackie Bailey from Vancouver Buzz. Is that correct?
Yep.
Yeah.
Who is...
I like sushi.
All right. So with that, let's begin game. After the apartment building, you gather up your things. You head your separate ways, making your way back together to the precinct, where you break apart into your disparate vehicles. Who's going home directly? All right.
I think Lillian's probably heading pretty fast because she has her dog to look after.
Lillian, you drive your own vehicle, right?
I think I took an Uber there.
Okay.
So I shall probably just get an Uber.
What part of Vancouver do you live in? Cole Harbor, downtown. Do you live in one of the surrounding areas?
I think because I knew she had a pretty trendy apartment. I think she probably lives.
Yaletown.
Yeah, probably
Falls
Yaletown
Harbor?
because that's. Yeah, that sounds.
Anywhere in
Yeah.
there? So like near Science World though, like kind of near Chinatown?
Yeah, I think so. I think that's kind of where she.
So from the place that you are, the Uber that takes you home is perhaps a 20-minute drive in traffic. It's fairly bright out as it takes you across the city, and well, even at around 1 o'clock in the afternoon, it is still pretty bumper to bumper. You feel as you begin to start to get a little drowsy in the back of the car that you might have done better had you walked or taken the SkyTrain. But as it begins to rain around you, covering the city in drops of cold, wet, maybe the Uber has something going for it after all. It drops you off out front, and before long, you are hitting the number pad into your condo. The door unlatches, and this condo is not particularly large. It's swanky, but I think it's probably a little minimalistic.
Yeah.
Probably 1,000 square feet for about $800,000, $900,000, something like that.
Yep.
And but you know, $100,000 or $1,000 per square foot.
Yeah. It's no deal.
It's just a deal. And you are going to hear the sound of a jangling collar coming around the corner from your bedroom. What does your dog look like? Tell me about Persephone.
So Persephone is a kind of that bluey gray pit bull. So she has that kind of like that that color, the like
Mhm.
that grayish blue coat. She's pretty much that one color, except she has a star on her chest that's just white hair. She has these really soulful, bright, kind of beautiful brown eyes, and she has this lovely matching purple leather collar that matches Lillian's hair. That has some bedazzling on it, and
Nice.
she's built. She is a dense dog that definitely when she takes her out for walks, Lillian's not generally worried about any sort of issues because her dog looks kind of terrifying, but she's a sweetheart to Lillian.
Rounds the corner and gives you that broad pit bull smile, and then immediately headbutts your kneecap.
Hi, girl. Hi, Sophie. Hi. Oh.
She begins whining up a storm, and just with your casual exhaustion, you give the room a couple quick sniffs. No smell of urine, no smell of crap. She held it. I rolled for it. She was a good girl.
Oh, yay! Oh, you're such a good girl. Oh, okay, come on. Lillian's not even gonna think, like, the exhaustion's just gonna, like, go out of her for a second, and she's quickly grabs the leash off, like, a little, hook by the door, and she just immediately takes her outside because she's been a good girl. And Lillian was fully expecting to come back to a mess to clean up.
Do you
knowing
have a
that
landline?
If the apartment would have had one, she might have kept it, but I don't think she would have gotten one installed.
Okay, sounds good. All right, so taking the dog out for a walk. The dog is going to make it out to the tree that is in front of the building, between a couple of slabs of concrete, and is going to let out a torrential deluge of piss. She is going to pee for a good solid 2 minutes.
Oh, who's a good girl?
She's going to deflate to half the size she was, and is going to look at you with this kind of see, mommy, I did it. I held it in kind of look that dogs do.
Yes, you did. Good girl.
And is going to kind of sniff the air and pull on your leash.
Yeah? Where's she pulling?
Looks like she's pulling down the street to the west.
Yeah. Yeah, I owe it to you, don't I? Yeah, okay. We'll do a quick jog around the block, okay? And by jog, I mean walk, because I'm still wearing heels, Safi. So, come on, let's go. And,
Now I have to ask, are you wearing a raincoat or anything? Do you have a little rain jacket on the dog? Because it is still raining outside.
It's still raining. Yeah, she probably, as she grabbed the leash, she probably has a jacket beside it, so she would have probably grabbed the jacket and then put it on after the dog peed. She's like, I'm not gonna make you wait while I put on a raincoat for now.
Okay.
You're desperate, so after she finishes peeing, she'll put the raincoat on and then head out. And the raincoat definitely looks like some designer dog raincoat, probably black or red to go with her.
Nice. So she pulls you around the corner and down the street, and I want you to do me a favor and make me a wits and animal ken roll.
I guess I probably should have bought dots in Animal Ken, hey?
Mm-hmm.
I don't have any dots in that. Could I
Okay.
suggest empathy? Or no?
Nope. Nope.
All right, so
What I will
minus-
do is I will negate the -1 because she's your touchstone.
Okay,
So
Thank you.
this dog specifically, you can roll flat, no penalty.
okay, sounds
But
great.
only Persephone.
Yeah, that's fine. I rolled a 9 and a 10 on 2
Okay.
dice.
The 10 explodes.
10s explode? Okay.
They always explode unless I say otherwise.
Okay, another 10.
Okay. Yep. That's the way it works.
Yep. And then a 4. Okay, so 3.
3 successes.
Yep.
You can see that she's sniffing the air frantically. Her tail. Does she have a full tail?
Yep.
Her tail is swishing from side to side, throwing little gouts of rain like a sprinkler. But it is alert, like she's hunting for something, and her nose is like bright in the air. There's like a real jauntiness to her step, and she's really pulling on the edge of that leash. And as she is pulling, you're going to hear over the sound of traffic this sound emanating from her gut. And that's when you notice what it is. She's pulling you directly ahead toward something that begins to tingle at your nostrils as well. There's a food truck. There's a food truck with a big, smiling, like brown-faced cartoon man on the side,
Yep.
holding up like this donair, and it's kebab on the street.
You clever girl. Yes, you're a good girl. Okay, let's go get some street meat. Oh.
She's going to pull forward and start to scrape. And as you go up, there is like, strangely, this time of day, let's find out. There's no line. The rain is keeping people away. It's in that like gap area, right? Like it's almost 2 o'clock at this point. People aren't really eating at this point, not until like about 4.
Yeah. Perfect. Oh. After the night I've had and the day I've had, this is going to be so good. Yes.
So as you pull up, you are going to see like a broad back kind of like working at a grill. Hey, just a minute, okay? I'll be right with you.
Yeah, no worries.
The man behind the grill stretches and turns around, and he is strikingly your type. Like, well-built, strong jaw, East Indian, you think? But haircut, like, in that, like, very, very sleek, straight black hair that is, like, slicked back from sweat and working a grill, and it has a pair of, like, slightly fogged hipster glasses on.
Hi.
Hey, how's it going? What can I get for you?
Well, do you have anything that my dog could have? I've been a very bad pet mom.
Does she have any
and
dietary concerns?
none that I've found so far. So just, anything, if you have some, like...
I got some
unseasoned-
unseasoned meat. I don't want to give her an upset stomach.
I appreciate that. And
Yeah, of
then
course.
I'll take number 7. Lamb.
Of course. Yeah. How hot do you like it?
I like things pretty hot.
All right, I can do that for you. Just give me 1 minute. Are you dry enough out there? The awning's not terribly good. Sorry, my brother owns this stand. I'm covering for him today. It's not really built for comfort.
Yeah, I guess I worked really late last night, so I came home and she was I totally forgot a rain
Come
jacket.
around the side. Come around the side.
Thank you.
And he'll pop the side door of the food truck open, And there's like a little like staff drop-off area where they just keep a bunch of their crap right there. A bunch of boxes, milk crates, and things just in the corner. I mean, it's a food truck. There's really not much space there, but it does have a little back awning, and you can see that there are a couple of coil heaters back here, basically keeping their feet warm while the girl keeps everything above the waist warm.
Yeah.
If you hold on to her, you can grab a seat here until I'm done with your food. Okay?
Oh, thank you.
No, I don't want your dog to get cold.
Yeah, she's a bit of a princess sometimes, but
Oh, best dogs are. Okay, so you like it hot. She likes
Yeah.
it mild.
yeah.
What's her name?
Persephone.
Persephone. That is a very pretty name.
Thank you. I'm quite a fan of Greek history and
Oh, yeah?
myths. Quite a fan of the story of, Persephone and Hades. And when I saw her at the SPCA, I just kind of fell in love with her, and it was either Hades or Persephone. And since she was a girl, I decided it's Persephone.
Oh, yeah, I could see that. I guess you could have done, what's her name? Oh, didn't Hades have a daughter? Feel like... Well, no, Persephone had a daughter. By Zeus. I can't remember her name, though. It's a weird one. Huh. All right, so, very, very nice to meet you, Persephone. I'm Karam.
Hi, Karam. And I'm Lillian.
Lillian. You look like a Lillian. You live around here?
Yeah, just
Yeah, sorry, I
around the
probably
block.
shouldn't be asking random women on the
Yeah.
street if they live around here. That's not probably...
It's fine. I don't probably shouldn't be asking men on the street for their meat, but here I am.
I mean, I'd be surprised if it didn't work.
Well, you flatter. Working for that tip, I see.
Oh, I wasn't going to give you the tip. I was going to give you the whole thing. And he's going to pass over a falafel wrap to you.
So your brother owns this cart?
Yeah,
What do
he's
you
trying
do?
to start a... What do I do? I'm a grad student right now at UBC.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, I took a couple years off, and I'm in UBC medicine.
Oh,
I know,
a
right?
doctor.
I maybe we'll see. We'll see if I can make it through these exams.
I feel you on that one. I law school, so it's
Oh
not
no, that's
quite
awful.
hard. It's fine. I sold my soul, so I don't feel anything, right?
Are you still in law school? Who's
No,
that's
I'm
SFU, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I graduated a few years ago. I'm a practicing lawyer now.
Wow, you don't look like a lawyer.
It's definitely been.
I
use
picture
that to my
Andy
advantage.
Griffith.
A lot of people do. I tend to like. I get a little bit of. What was that show that the princess now? Oh gosh.
Ally McBeal?
Suits. Not Suits.
Oh, Suits.
Yeah. Definitely kind of went for that vibe when I was looking at law school.
All right, and speaking of princesses, here you go. And he'll put like one of those little fry containers down full of meat.
Yeah. What are you?
So it's 10 for the wrap, but don't worry about her. She's on me.
Oh, thank you. Do you take
This is where
tap?
you say, of course I take tap. You can tap it. But he'll hold out the debit card or the debit reader for you.
Yeah, for she'll like tap her watch.
Beep.
Bloop, bloop.
Seriously, you think I could survive in this neighborhood without Apple Pay?
Yeah, you're right.
Right?
Bunch of.
I mean, look at these people.
stuck-up rich people.
I mean, yeah, most of them are probably lawyers.
Oh, I know.
Lawyers are the worst, I hear.
Oh, terrible. We're absolutely terrible.
But they keep good company. Right, go?
Yeah, it's pretty good. How long are you working?
Today I'm on till basically sundown. And then my brother's gonna be coming. So,
Oh, nice.
like 8 or 9 probably. And then he's gonna be here till probably 2.
Wow, that is
A
not
lot of
a
people
short amount of
stumbling home drunk about that time.
Oh, I'm sure it must be very good. Falafel is
bussin'.
absolutely amazing. And this is like if the med school doesn't work out, you definitely have a future.
I was thinking of like combining them, you know, because then I can get better ingredients.
Oh yes.
Was that too much? Was that too macabre? That feels like it was probably
No.
too macabre.
I'm a lawyer.
Well, don't sue me. I guarantee everything you have there is horse, goat, and like nobody you would miss.
Wonderful. And don't worry, if you ever get any lawsuits, don't worry, I can probably get you off.
I'll make me a presence and persuasion roll with striking looks.
Yeah. Does striking looks just I forget what that does.
So what's your striking looks rating?
It is 2.
So that adds +2 if I'm not mistaken.
All right. So presence plus what did you say?
Presence plus persuasion, which is the seduction skill, plus
Yeah.
striking looks. So
Goodness gracious.
yeah, it's a big roll for you.
Yeah, just 9 dice for me. Which I rolled 3 1s on that.
Doesn't matter.
I know. I'm really glad. There's a 10 there, so that'll be nice to reroll.
Mm-hmm.
All right, 4 successes.
4 successes. All right, he's gonna like get a little bit pink in the cheeks when you say that, and I'll keep that in mind. If you're walking her tomorrow, I'm here tomorrow too.
Great. I usually don't do this, but and she'll. Does he have a notepad and a pen?
Yeah, absolutely.
She will write her apartment number down. Why don't you come see me after you're done work tonight?
Oh. Yeah, that sounds like a lot of fun.
Don't forget to bring your meat.
Okay, if you want me to bring a snack too,
Yeah, for after.
oh, yeah, yeah, okay. I'll see you then.
Enjoy the rest of your shift.
Nope, not a chance.
It was nice meeting you. What was his name again? Kamar?
His name was Karam.
Karam. It was very nice meeting you, Karam, and I look forward to getting to know you a little bit more.
All right. So, you will head back, and your dog will, like, walk side of you, like, big wag in her tail. But as you head over to, your elevator, she's gonna give you, like, this side-eye look that only dogs can, with kind of like that that big pit bull grin, and you're like, she doesn't know anything. She's a dumb dog. And she's gonna let out this little, like,
Oh,
kind of noise as you head inside of the elevator.
don't judge me.
And that is where we're going to cut your scene there. Meanwhile, Elina, is it Elina, right?
Yep. Elina.
Pronunciation? Elina, okay.
Yep.
It's been
Elina.
about a month since we played, so I forgot exactly.
I
If
know.
it's Elina or Elina. Okay. All right, so Elina, you
Yes.
are going to separate from the crew at the station, and you have been given some accommodations in kind of the downtown area around there, just outside of, not near the homeless encampments, but on the other side, the nice comfy area there. So
Yeah, she's definitely going to the hotel. I don't think she's even been to the hotel yet.
I don't think so. I don't think
No,
so.
so
They probably wouldn't stick you in, like, well, what's your per diem from the FBI, you think? Probably about
it's
3 or 4.
not going to be it's not going to be a 5-star hotel. It's going to be like, a 3 or so.
So, Cal, I gotta ask you, for Elina, do you think that they'd put you in the Days Inn, the Sandman, or would they put you in the Hilton? Not Hilton, the Hildon.
It would be either the Sandman or the Days Inn. It wouldn't be a motel. It would be a hotel because she'd need like access to a business.
Okay, so we'll say that you are staying at the downtown Sandman Hotel over by Stadium Chinatown. You get there, you check in. They have actually. I'm gonna do a quick thing. What is your status inside of Vascu?
Status. Oh, did we do that?
So it'd be under your merits. You'd have at least 1 point.
That's a good. Oh, I don't know if I actually.
I gave everybody a free dot of their
Yeah.
home group status.
Gosh.
So check your merit section of your character sheet.
Yeah, merits. Shoot, I have merits. Under my merits, I have eidetic memory and investigative 8. That's all I've got there.
You should have a full contingent of points there. I guess you also bought your endowments out of there, though.
True.
So then you probably only have 1 dot of status. So in that case, do me a favor and roll me 1 dice.
Okay.
That is my. Did you get an upgrade die?
6.
6. All right, you are going to be. You are given a pretty standard room. It is 2 doubles. Non-smoking because this is Canada. And you are going to be led up to your room. It's comfortable enough. The bedspread's been there for at least 15 years, probably. It's clean enough. There's no immediate bugs or anything. Some staining along the lower wallpaper. The shower grout could probably use a better scrub. It's got that smell that hotels have, just not. It hasn't been deep cleaned in quite long enough. The air conditioner is going to rattle a bit. It's on for some reason as you enter, even though it's early.
Is this the one on Georgia?
I believe so, yes.
Yeah. Okay, I know that one actually. Yeah.
Yeah. Everybody knows this hotel.
Everybody knows that one. It's decent.
It is the decent hotel that you stay at before you go to a concert at the Queen Elizabeth or down at the Vogue or at the Orpheum or like a smaller concert. Although it's pretty close to Rogers Arena too, actually.
Yeah, it's nice and central.
So you head inside and unpack all of your things. It has a safe in it, so you can definitely put your things away in a bit of safety. And as you're getting set up for the day, what do you do? Is there anything that you do before you go to bed?
Yeah, she'll she's not going to go to sleep straight away. She's still a little bit wired, a little bit wanting to just kind of get prepared. She's going to be one of those people who spreads out all the information she's got on the other bed. Good thing
Okay.
they have is they gave her a double bed, because that's where all the files and the paperwork and her laptop is going to go. So instead of a bulletin board, she's going to use the bed.
Okay. So
Lay
you're going to
everything out,
spread
just
all
kinda-
of your stuff out.
Mm-hmm.
Can you do me a favor and make me a stamina roll?
Yep.
I want to see how long you can keep going. So just roll your stamina.
Okay, that's 2.
Now, normally I'd let you add your resolve in here, but because this is kind of a
I've
casual
got-
thing.
Yeah, 1 success. I've got an 8.
So you get everything laid out. By about 2:30, you're yawning pretty heavily.
Yeah.
And looking
Yeah,
down at this,
can't-
you've got everything out in front of you. And you've got a good rough kind of murder bed in front of you.
Mm-hmm.
Do you put a do not disturb on the outside of the door so that the maid doesn't see this?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Are you doing anything else before you take a nap?
She's gonna get in the shower, have a quick shower, and just
Okay.
crawl into the other bed for a little bit.
Okay. As you crawl into the bed, you feel yourself begin to slip under. And right as you do, you start to feel that lovely warmth begin to creep all over your body that heralds a nice, relaxing sleep. Unfortunately, it doesn't last long. For as soon as you feel yourself begin to dip under, you are going to hear the sound of vibration on your bedside,
Mm.
and your cell phone is going to ring.
So. No. Okay. Look at it. What does it say?
John Barrington, your old professor.
Man. Yeah. If he knows I'm. No. Let's see. Did she go to? No.
That was U of W that he was your grad supervisor
Yes. Yes, I went to UW. Yeah, she's on his time in his time zone, so yeah, she'll answer it. Hello.
at. Hey, kiddo, how's it going?
Hey John. Not bad. Not bad.
Oh, you sound sleepy. Did I catch you at a bad time?
Oh, I'm just in
It's like
Vancouver.
3 o'clock in the
on a-
afternoon.
Yeah, I know. I just got into Vancouver like 14 hours ago. Got a case up here that they decided to ship me up for.
That's fair. Yeah. Ooh, I know you probably can't say anything, but it's Hicks, isn't it?
You know what I can't say, so.
I also know the only thing they call you in for. Not much has
Yep.
made the news so far, but I gotta admit, I've
Yeah.
got some inroads. You know.
Oh yeah. What
How are you
what do
enjoying
know?
the program? How are you
Program?
enjoying the program?
So far so good.
I would have contacted you sooner, but I know you've been doing your training and you've been kind of working yourself around, you know?
Yeah.
I wanted to say that
What's going on?
I have a lot of faith in you, you know? And when I heard you were back out on this coast, I wanted to say that, well, there's a reason that I recommended you for Vasco.
No. I'm always going to thank you for that. That means a lot.
Hey, of course. Do you need any help with this? I'm not field worthy anymore. You know, But
You know I always like bouncing ideas off of you.
well, you can call me at any time. You know that, right?
Yeah.
I'm in your
Yeah,
same
for
time zone
sure.
for a change, and
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely.
you can call me anytime. You know, anytime you need.
I will. You'll probably hear from me in a day or so. I don't have much to work with yet. It's still such an early stage, but I'm hoping to get something more, the next 12 hours, hopefully.
I mean, you're gonna get it. You got the senses of a bloodhound. You know, you even did in grad school. I could see it in you, the way you were dogged, I guess, the way you would go after studies, and it was a real wonder to see. You know,
Oh, thanks.
you're doing good work. But I mean it. You call me anytime, okay?
Yeah.
You don't gotta worry about waking anybody else up. It's it's just me now. So
Yeah. Yeah, I know. You doing all right?
yeah, it's just
Yeah.
you know, it's just good to hear your voice.
Oh, I appreciate that.
You're doing well.
Yeah. I
And
think so.
yeah, sorry for waking you up. Get some sleep
It's all good.
and then nail this son of a bitch, okay?
You got it. I will. I will talk to you soon.
I hope so.
You bet.
Goodbye.
Bye.
He'll click.
Yeah.
You hadn't actually known that he'd recommended you for the program.
No. She's not surprised, but she kind of suspected he was the most likely one, but it's nice to get the confirmation. So, yeah.
Last time you you knew he was married, so
Yeah.
his wife was still around. Muriel
Mm-hmm.
or Muriel, one of those names.
I'll have to look her up, see what's going on, or
But what do? Do you go back to sleep?
yeah, just beat jet lag, wrong coast, wrong time. So try and get at least a couple hours so that you can just keep going a little bit.
Rain batters on your window, and before long you are going to fall deeply asleep. Now, this is still early spring at this point, so night is going to come on pretty quickly. You are going to feel the darkness set into the room, even though you're not conscious. And then, what's your willpower score?
6.
Okay.
Yeah.
Who balls? You are going to feel a pressure on your chest. It's light at first, like you rolled a pillow onto you. And then it's going to get heavier, harder. The pressure is going to build, and you're going to feel your belly press down beneath your ribs as it shifts on top of you. And you're going to be able to open your eyes. You're going to find your body unable to move. And above you, sitting atop you in the bed, is a creature with the eyes of a goat. The face of a goat as well, but the body is long and simian in nature. Its arms dangle almost a foot longer than they would if this were a human. And it sits right on your solar plexus, pushing your diaphragm down. Dangling from its nude flesh, you can see these swollen teats of a goat, oozing blood, milk. In the darkness, it's hard to tell. It grinds down on top of you, and you can feel a heat emanating from where it's sitting. It's going to smile down at you, and it has these impossibly blunt teeth that are so close in against the gums that it's like they've been ground down to nubs. And it's going to smile through this froth at you.
You shouldn't be looking where you're not wanted. He wants to fuck you. You know that? His wife left because he fucked another grad student. And now he wants to stick it in you.
Can she speak?
She can kind of mutter. She's like she's basically paralyzed from the neck down. So she can
Okay.
kind of, without too much mouth work, yeah, she can.
Yeah. Well, in her head, she's just like, of course you're gonna say that. You're gonna say anything to freak the fuck out of me.
If it's not real, tell me when I can. I'll bite a stick off for you. Before he tries with another grad student. A young one that can't defend herself. I'll rip his balls off with my teeth, and then I'll feed them to him with a kiss. What do you say?
She's gonna think in her head, fuck around and find out.
He's gonna kill you, and it's gonna be really funny.
Bring it. I was born for this.
Like a lamb to the slaughter.
Oh well.
It's okay to be afraid. Mommy's here.
And she's going to lean down and droop one of her sagging udders into your mouth. And can you do me a favor and make me a willpower roll, please?
Okay. And am I rolling all 6 for that?
You're going to roll your full willpower. You can even spend a point of willpower if you'd like. You're basically making a resolve and composure roll, I should say.
Oh, okay.
Versus my pool.
Yeah, it's the same number. Okay.
Yep, it is the same number.
Yeah.
Okay, and I rolled actually pretty poorly on this.
I rolled pretty good. I have 4 successes.
4 successes.
No 10s, but they're all 8s and 9s.
Okay. You will feel this liquid dribble down your chin that tastes like stomach acid.
Ugh. Been there.
And you will wake up
Ugh.
choking on vomit.
Ugh.
But enough that you can like just lean over and spit it into the waste can.
Yeah. Like, eh.
And as you do, you're going to spit it up, and looking down, you're going to see this pile of vomit, about a cup of vomit at the base of this trash can, writhing with maggots.
Real or imagined? I'm gonna look at it again. Is it?
They're real.
Ugh. Okay. Shudder and grab the bag, tie it up, and just,
Okay.
put it in another
You
trash bag.
You did not lose any willpower points from that, thanks to your roll.
Woo! Oh, I'm glad she's got the willpower that my mouth seems to think I do.
I know, right? So, feel free to jot notes down from that encounter, because you can actually do research based on this.
Yeah.
In fact, I think you can actually you might be able to find a name if you Google specific things I mentioned.
Okay. Yeah, I got it. Okay, I'm gonna be writing.
Go to
this down.
Demonopedia.
Yeah.
Was that a creepy enough demon scene for everybody?
It was really good.
Yeah. Yeah. Just a bit.
I need to take a drink
Just
of water after that
great.
laugh.
The visual was really, yeah. No, I
This is a
like
mature
it.
game for mature people.
The sleep paralysis angle of it, and not fully being able to speak, but it's like, fuck you, I know you can read my thoughts. I'm just gonna think everything I want to say to you.
Honestly, it was gross and creepy. The maggots at the end, that was the worst part.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, it's creepy in the idea that you can't control what's going on, and there's this thing, that is probably horrifying. Even if it's not like, it could be, made out of roses and flowers, but the fact that it's keeping me from actually moving, that's the creepy part.
Yeah,
But yeah,
that
no,
you did.
very,
No, that was
very
great.
nice.
That was a very good, very good demon
I think
scene.
it's very rough to run a scene like that without crossing lines beyond too far, and I really try to not do that. By the way, quick reminder:
it was good.
if anybody ever needs to back out of something, you can always just cut me off. And yes, Kelle, like Sonic with human teeth.
Ew,
Don't need to
nobody
remember that
wants that.
Ugh.
I love the short teeth because they're even creepier than big fangs. You're like,
Yep.
why? This thing should have big
Those
fangs.
aren't-
What?
Yeah, why are your teeth so weird?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right. With that,
Does she get some sleep now?
You actually are going to look up, and it is about 7:30.
Oh, yeah, she's not going to be able to sleep after that.
Well, but you might have sushi after this, although sushi
Yeah,
after
well,
this
she's
might be a
definitely-
problem.
Well, coffee anyways, but first coffee.
But first, coffee.
But
Across town. Alex, a few hours ago, you made your way home to your grandparents' house. Your grandparents tend to be out for most of the day doing grandparent things, toddling around town, going on errands. They're actually planning a cruise that they're hoping to go on after COVID kind of took that opportunity away from them for a few years. So they might be out like shopping for some Hawaiian clothing or some Caribbean clothing or something like that right now. But for whatever reason, their car isn't there. Well, I guess where they would be, they'd probably take the SkyTrain. It's just easier. But as you enter the house, can you give me a wits and composure roll?
What? Three successes.
3 successes?
Yeah.
Okay, you are going to hear a lot of giggling coming from the living room.
Does it sound
And
like
then-
more than one person?
It sounds like 3 people. You could hear your sister's voice, another girl's voice, and then kind of a throatier, deeper voice. This feels really good. And then you're going to hear something that I don't think any person in your standing wants to hear, and that is deep snorting. What do you do?
I'll peek around the corner and see if all three of them
Can you
are.
make me a dex and stealth roll, please? If you're trying not to be seen.
Oh, good, actually has stealth.
Okay.
But no successes.
No successes. All right, so leaning around the corner, you are going to see your sister is sitting in front of the coffee table. There is a little bit of residue on one of the charcuterie boards from the kitchen, like this old hickory board. There's this like little powdery residue, like someone spilled a bit of sugar on the side of it. And as well, you're going to see that there's like a mortar and pestle nearby. And then like what looks like a little brush that you'd use to clean out like a coffee grinder. Or something like that, a little paintbrush. She's sitting there next to it in her bra and jeans. She's covered in sweat, as well as a number of bite marks and lipstick marks. And there is a very gangly guy next to her with very, very pale skin, tattoos up and down one of his arms and down his back, all sorts of like different animals and like a couple of like pixelated hearts, like like Zelda across his chest. You know, like the Legend of Zelda Link hearts. He's got all manner. Actually, the more you look at it, if you know video games at all, a lot of these are video game tattoos that are kind of merged together. Big, thick horn-rimmed glasses and hair that's pulled up into quite a sizable man bun at the back. And then next to him is a girl that is one of your sister's best friends, Kim. Kim is quite curvaceous. She's probably she could probably be a plus-size model if she were about 30 pounds lighter. But right now she's about 5'2", and just like she added quite a bit of weight during COVID. And I only say that because she's actually quite self-conscious, and is wearing, well, you know what? I say she's self-conscious, but I don't know how true that is, given that she's sitting there dressed in nothing but a thong. Her breast pressed down against the side of the coffee table. And what you are going to see is this guy sitting between the two of them is wearing absolutely nothing but a hazy smile. And is quite excited. Not terribly impressively excited, but excited. And as you kind of lean around the corner, your sister's going to like lean her head back and like rub the bridge of her nose as she kind of like does this almost yogic stretch backwards. Oh shit, Alex! What the fuck, man? What are you doing home?
Better question, what are you doing?
I have a sinus cold and people were bringing me some medicine. Jesus, you're supposed to be working nights.
Medicine. Right. Would you like to explain to me what medicine you snort?
Sudafed. Fuck do you care?
So Alex is going to walk over to the table. Is the guy even paying attention?
He's gonna look up at you and go, "Hey man, how's it going? Are you her brother?" Or are you her dude? I didn't think she was... Are you dating somebody? No, I'm not dating anybody, Greg. Shut up. Killer.
Alex is gonna walk up, kneel up to him, and slowly pull out his badge in front of him.
Oh, shit. Are you like a real cop or a stripper cop?
I'm a real cop, and I played safety in high school. I can show you what I do. I can show you what I did to quarterbacks back then. If you don't get the fuck out.
Whoa, hey, no harshing, man. I'm just here for the fun. I'll go, but like, I was invited in, okay? I don't need any police brutality. You can make me a presence and intimidation roll if you'd like. Do it at a I'll say a +2 modifier because you probably still have a gun on your belt.
Yep.
And this is Canada.
What was it?
Intimidation and presence would be good.
Two successes.
2 successes. He's gonna. Whoa. Okay. Shit. Thanks, man. I'll get out of your hair. He's gonna start like pulling on his underwear, which is like this real Speedo pouchy number. He's gonna have some obvious time putting the tent away, but is going to manage to get into it and kind of like tuck it and pull his way too tight jeans with the venting on the knees up. Do I need to put on my clothes? Kimmy's gonna say, kind of looking around at you.
Yes.
Hi, Alex.
Put on your clothes, please.
Are you gonna threaten me too? That was kind of hot.
No.
Oh,
You need put on your clothes.
Okay, it's a little sexist, don't you think? I'm a threat too. Alex, can you hand me my bra? And she'll point behind her where it's hanging off of like a deer antler rack above the TV. I'm picturing this place like wood paneled 1980s, 1990s. It still smells like smoke from when they smoked.
Yeah, he'll grab it and toss it to her.
Could use some help putting it on too. Oh my god, that's so fucking gross. Just get out of here, okay? Before... Seriously, it's... Oh. That feels really nice. Yeah, I didn't even get any. God, you have a big nose. Kimmy's gonna put on her clothes and... Sorry. It was Mandy's idea. And she's gonna, like, head out the back door. You bitch! It wasn't my idea! It was Kimmy's idea. It was Greg's idea. You were right to intimidate Greg, Alex, your sister's gonna say. He's a bad man. He's a twink from Emily Carr. He's not a bad man. He's a finger painter. He was gonna finger paint me like a flower.
I'm sure he was. Jesse, what are you doing? You know better.
I know better. What do I know, Alex? What do I know? Hand me my shirt. Actually, don't hand me my shirt. It's cotton. It's gonna feel weird. This is... Whoa. What do I know, Alex?
No better than to do drugs, considering this is not the first time I've caught you with them.
Oh, come on. It's going to be legal in like 5 years anyway. Okay? Like, you never touched anything. You probably haven't touched anything. Like, jeez, it's just like... It's like a tab of Molly. Okay? That's not even a big deal. Do you want some? I could probably scoop this up. Maybe you chill the fuck out.
Mm,
She starts going into a conniption fit of laughter. And then just hiccups real loud. And rolls onto the like shag carpeting floor and starts kind of like rolling a little bit and going, oh, this carpet's really soft. Oh, except for this crunchy bit where you threw up when we were watching that horror movie marathon. You remember that?
yeah. And Alex is gonna pick her up and start taking her to her room.
Oh god. Oh, my knight in shining armor. Alex, what are you doing? Come on. Just ooh. You're really strong. When'd you get strong?
Played football all high school, and I had to keep in shape for this job. What do you mean, when did I get strong?
Just your muscles, they feel all like metal. They're like, and she's like gonna kind of like squeeze your bicep as you're carrying her, like, ew. But like, it's really hard. That's like really cool. Based, Alex. Way to be fit. Now if you could get a real job, maybe if you could get a girlfriend.
That just jerks her slightly.
Whoa!
Oops.
All right, you asked for it. Rolling her stamina. Oh shit. She's going. You're gonna kind of like jerk her a bit, and she. Ooh. She's gonna turn and lock eyes with you, and I want you to do me a favor. I want you to make me a Dex and Wits roll.
All right. 2 successes.
2 successes. You see the green rising up her chest, and you are going to have just enough time to like either pivot her into her bedroom or into the bathroom.
Into the bathroom.
Okay. All right. She's going to stumble forward and is going to very loudly vomit in the bathtub, because it's the lowest thing she can reach, and is just going to just give it. It's going to be a good 2 minutes of work, and you can see one of her legs kind of shaking behind her, independent from the other one, as she goes. Water. Water.
All right. Hold on.
What are you doing home
I'll
anyway?
go grab water.
Oh.
I need sleep. I've been working for over 24 hours.
That sucks. Who died and made you do that?
That's what I'd like to know.
Yeah, right. Are you still working with what's her name? Margot?
Oh, Michelle?
Yeah, you still working with Michelle? She's cute.
She's taking a personal leave right now.
Oh, if she needs help, I can go and I can talk to her. She's cute. I'd ask her out. Can you put in a good word for me?
Maybe if you start behaving, I'll consider it.
Oh, for fuck's sake. I'm never going to... You don't get anywhere in Vancouver by behaving, okay? Like... There's no way I'm going to get into event promotion or anything like that unless I start meeting the right people. And the right people do the wrong things in this town, Alex. The trick is building up a tolerance and being tough enough that I can handle it and still do my job.
Yes, and how is that going for you?
I'm starting. Okay? I can already handle... I can outdrink you. Your scrawny ass. Less scrawny, I guess. But... I've been able to outdrink you since we were 12. So, you know, well, since I was 12, you were what, 17?
Yeah, about that.
Yeah, you've always been a... You should call Kimmy. She likes you.
Maybe when I'm not so busy with work.
Maybe you need to worry about being busy.
Maybe you need to worry about getting some sleep.
Okay. Tuck me in. Tuck me in. I can't feel my I can't feel my arms. I can really feel my feet though. Really feel my feet.
All right, all right. Just don't throw up on me.
Bet, boss. The tank's empty.
And he'll go help her into her bed.
Thank you, big brother. You should call Kimmy though. She likes you. It would do you good to... You haven't dated anybody since, like, high school.
No, been focused on other things since mom and dad passed.
They don't want you to be happy. You know that, right?
Yes, but I also need to make sure to take care of you too. Because clearly you can't take care of yourself. Yet.
I was... Fuck you, Alex. I was doing fine. Besides, who's gonna take care of you?
Oh, I'll worry about that later. He's gonna kind of gently pat her head. Remember, you're all I got left.
You got grandma and grandpa too.
They're getting up there in age, though. They're not gonna be around forever.
Nobody will. The sun's gonna eat the planet.
Yeah, we won't be around to see that.
I'm gonna try. She starts snoring very loudly. Get her into bed. And then what do? Head back and get some sleep yourself?
A little bit.
Yeah.
Probably do a quick cleanup of the living room, then just pass out and set an alarm for the sushi place and pass out.
Cool. All right. With that, you head to sleep. You can regenerate a point of willpower if you'd like.
Yay!
Right, and you're going to sleep until 8. So Alex, you get some sleep. Go ahead and take a willpower point back for getting a chance to sleep. And it's about 7 o'clock when you wake up. About an hour to make it down to Koji Sushi to meet with this Jackie Bailey character. Do you contact the rest of the squad, get dressed, and go by yourself? What do you do?
I'd send a message on, all right, I'm heading towards the sushi place if either one of you are coming along.
No. You'll get a message back from Lillian says, something came up, won't be able to make it. Don't say anything. about the case. Dig for information. Do not disclose anything.
Yeah, Elina will just text, like, research, busy, eat sushi. I don't know. Don't eat the puffer fish.
First day on the job together, and you're already getting blown off, Alex. What are you doing?
Probably taking a quick shower, then heading out, going, oh, well, see what I can find, I guess.
So, Alex, you gather your stuff up and you head out. Koji Sushi takes you a little while to get to. And as you make it there across the rainy city, you'll find yourself kind of heading into it. It's there kind of in the Cole Harbor area, kind of down by the convention center. And it's in this strangely shaped kind of plaza forward like tall building where the bottom floor is all of these restaurants, but it's kind of strangely shaped, almost vaguely like an architectural cornucopia. Like it all kind of domes a little, and in the center of it there is this place called Koji Sushi that's kind of tucked in there. As soon as you go in, the place is humid inside of the front, like almost every Vancouver restaurant when you come in from the rain. There's just this humidity as people like boil off all of the water that they've carried in from the outside rain. And as you head inside, that stereotypical shamisen music is going to start playing. Everything here is shadowy reds, muted colors, fans on the wall, definitely playing up the Orientalist vibe. But it looks like it's been here for quite a while. As you were walking in, you can see that there's some staining on the walls behind one of the Japanese fans that says that this probably was up back when smoking was allowed in the city. And as you go in, I'm going to roll on the how cheesy-o-meter this place is. I rolled a 1. So is that a botch on the cheesy-o-meter, or is that like level 1 cheesy-o-meter?
I feel like they have to follow the same rules, kind of that.
Well, is it a
Right.
1 to 10 scale that I just rolled, or is it? I guess
think
what
it's
I'm
Either
asking
way,
so
it's bad, right?
is the
It's
hostess in a
uber
kimono, or is the hostess dressed like every other hostess in the city in a black outfit?
Go super cheese.
Super cheesy. Okay.
Super
Yeah.
cheese.
You are going to be greeted. God, I rolled another 1 off this. Okay, super cheesy it is. You're going to be greeted at the front door by a remarkably Caucasian girl, who is dressed in a full. You're not sure. You think kimono. It might be yukata, but I doubt that Alex knows the difference. But basically, like a full body robe, who is going to take a step around the corner and go, "Konbanwa, welcome to Koji Sushi."
No, all right, thank you.
Do you have a reservation?
I am supposed to meet a Jackie Bailey here.
So she's going to take a look at you, check in a spiral notebook behind the hostess podium, and say, Bailey. Sure, right this way. And then she's going to walk around the counter, and you're going to see that she's wearing like a pair of like black like worker sneakers, like the kind that like kitchen workers would wear. It totally clashes with the kimono look. But she's going to kind of walk you around the corner and say, right there at the back, the booth. And you can see
Right,
that this place has a number of tables, and then it has a few like wooden Japanese style booths, the type where you actually have to step up and swing your legs down, you know? And they have like sliding rice paper doors on them. She gestures toward the one at the back.
Thank you very much. And Alex will make his way to the back.
The doors of that one are shut, but cracked about 2 inches. And you'll hear the sound of typing on the inside. What do you do?
Stand outside and go, Miss Bailey?
The typing will stop and the door is going to open, and a rather striking woman in her late 20s, early 30s, with a heart-shaped face, a bit soft around the edges. Her hair is kind of dyed in like a vibrant kind of pink-tipped blonde that kind of dangles around the side of her face. She has a bit of an undercut on both sides, and a number of piercings along each ear, as well as a pair of cat eye glasses. And as she slides open the door, she'll pull them down, and they're on like kind of this beaded chain that wraps around the back of her neck, and she'll kind of let them dangle. She's dressed quite well. Casual, but expensive casual. A lot of the clothes she has, her bag is Prada. Her top is, it's kind of one of those ones that like layers over top of itself and kind of reaches up and wraps around the throat, in kind of like a gunmetal gray color, and gives off an ample amount of modest cleavage. Are you Alex? Officer Landry, right?
Correct.
I'm Jackie. Come on in. I took the liberty of ordering, but you're a couple minutes early. Are you still on duty?
No, off at the moment.
Nice. Excuse me, sureshimasu. Sake. Onegaishimasu. Thank you. Hot. And one of the wait staff will just let out a hi. We'll start shuffling around, preparing things. Any food allergies? Anything like that? Or are you good to go?
No, I'm good.
Great. And as you come in, she has like a surface, like a folding tablet, and she'll like put it away as you enter. And so, how are you?
Very tired, but doing all right. Yourself?
Oh, great. I was looking forward to this. I don't actually get to go out too much with handsome men in uniforms. Although you seem to have left the uniform at home, it's probably for the best.
You wanted to discuss some things, right?
Absolutely, yeah. Let's start off with a drink. And the door is going to slide open. Excuse me. A young girl, this time of at least Asian descent, is going to put a couple of bottles of sake as well as these wooden cups down. The sake is quite warm, and she'll pour each of you a glass of it. Cheers.
Cheers.
So, how long have you been on the force?
Not long. Still relatively new.
Fair. Hold that thought one sec, Traz. We're going to do something.
Concern.
Yeah, let's say I don't know how concerned I should be right now.
Very. All right, so Traz, we're going to do something interesting here.
Yep.
Because
right.
this rarely gets used, we're going to use social maneuvering. Social maneuvering you'll find on page 81 of Chronicles of Darkness. And what it's going to do is a system for applying persuasion and social pressure over time. Social actions within this system may be direct, subtle, complex, or simple. For example, your character may shout at another, demand they get out of their way, or you may subtly offer clues suggesting someone needs to vote for you. Things like that. It's social combat. And you have come here alone, so enjoy.
Thanks,
Under the strict So,
Oops.
what the goal of this, when using social actions with this system, the first step is to declare your intended goal. This is as simple as stating what you want the subject to do and how your character is going about making it happen. You need to announce only the initial stages, as the effort will likely occur over multiple roles reflecting different actions. At this point, I'll determine whether or not the goal is reasonable. You might, with time and proper tactics, convince a rich person to give you a large sum of money. In this, so right now, I'm going to tell you right up front, she wants you to give her information.
Right.
And what do you want out of this?
Alex is also seeking information because obviously she has some leads that other people don't have.
Okay. So, once you've declared your goal, the next step is to determine the scope of the challenge. We represent this with something called doors. Doors is basically your health levels. It's how many doors need to be opened before you do this. It's your resistance to coercion. The base number of doors is equal to the lower of your resolve or composure. So what is the...
That's same for either way. It's 3.
Okay, she also has 3. So this is going to be pretty well versed. If a goal would be a breaking point for your character, add 2 doors. I don't believe that would be a breaking point for you. What is your virtue and vice again?
Virtue is justice, vice is wrath.
Ooh. I'm going to say that those probably don't affect things.
Okay.
However, she has the virtue stubborn, which is going to give her an additional door.
Okay.
Okay. If accomplishing the goal would prevent you from resolving an aspiration, add a door. So do you have an aspiration that would...
Yeah.
What is it?
I actually had 2. 2 was either get information from Jackie or find the leak, source of the leak. So.
Okay. Well, actually, that doesn't prevent her from getting you the information you need. So I'm going to say that doesn't add to your doors.
Okay.
Okay, doors must be open
Sounds
one
good.
by one. Each successful roll, not each success, opens 1 door. An exceptional success opens 2. Also, doors are specifically one-way relationships between 2 characters. They may each have doors to one another or doors to other characters. So, first impressions. First and later impressions determine the time required between rolls. Okay, so for this, we're going to kind of, we're going to upgrade this just because this is based around a single, situation. Okay, so we're going to, instead of having it be time per roll being a week or a month or something like that, because something immediate is on the table, what we're going to do is we will do our initial social roll to determine what is going on here. So what role would you use to represent your first impression with her? For you, she is going to use manipulation and persuasion.
I'm going to use composure and subterfuge.
Composure and subterfuge, that sounds good. So go ahead and give me that roll.
Right.
There we go. There we go. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. So I'm going to give you a 1 success bonus. You know what? I'm going to say that I'm going to cut all of these down So the hour is going to be 10 minutes. The day is going to be an hour. And the 1 week is going to be 2 hours for these impressions.
Okay.
You know what? I'll
Quick
actually
question,
change it. So I'll
Kelly.
say, yeah.
What I've been able to use my inspiring merit on, I'm guessing that's to hear, so text wouldn't count as inspiring,
Text would
right?
not help.
Okay.
Okay. So we're going to go turn, 10 minutes, half hour, hour, 2 hours for successes in reverse. So how many successes did you get?
Just one.
Just one? Okay, so you may attempt a door opening roll once per hour of conversation.
Okay.
She may attempt it once every 10 minutes.
Welp.
Because I got 4 successes on this. Okay, so at each interval, you may make a roll to open doors to move closer to your goal. The roll might be different each time depending on your tactics. As the storyteller, be creative. Aspirations are quick routes to influence. Find a character's goals, wants, and needs. So, for example, if an opportunity presents itself and your character pulls out of an offer, 2 doors close. You can also do soft leverage, gifts and bribes. If, for example, she offers you something or you offer her something, and it is accepted, you move a level up the impression chart.
Okay.
So basically, you get a roll more often if you give her something that would be particularly useful to her. Okay. So now that we know people write in, you also gain some bonuses if you play into somebody's vice, but you have to know what their vice is first. So also, if somebody finds out somebody's aspiration and they offer a quick route to it, it removes a door. So basically, you can play with people's aspirations and things. So sorry for the short discussion of that. Let's hop into this. So she is going to cheers you with the cups. And so you've been with the Force long?
No, not long. Still relatively new.
I'm pretty new over at Vancouver Buzz. I've only been there about 9 months.
Oh?
Mm-hmm.
Heard you already
Yeah.
made quite a name for yourself already.
Thank you. I was working over in Victoria before then. It wasn't particularly lucrative, mostly covering old folks' homes and occasionally some theater stuff, business people. It's pretty boring. Covered a parking garage opening out in the western communities. That was fun.
A parking garage opening, huh?
Oh yeah, big news, right? There was a murder out in Souk I was able to cover once. That was kind of fun. I mean, not the murder part of it, but, you know, it was nice that there was... Turned out it was like 2 old guys, and one of them hit the other with a shovel by accident. It wasn't even really a murder.
And they called that a murder.
Well, I mean, somebody died, so, you know. But, decided to move to the big city, try my luck here. What about you? You from Vancouver?
Yeah. Lived out here my whole life. Played some football in high school before joining the force.
Did you go further than that? I mean, you're pretty built. Did you try to play for the Lions?
No, didn't quite go that far after high school. Decided to pursue the force.
Oh. Well, why police? Just in your blood? Were your parents cops? Your dad?
No, just was looking for a little bit more excitement.
Did you find it? I guess you did.
Maybe. Just a little.
So is this the most exciting case that you've been on, this murder? And she'll smile and make my first roll, which is going to be composure and subterfuge. Bam! That's going to be 1 door opened. You have 2 doors remaining, Alex.
Well,
So she's going to smile and be like, so is that... So this is going to be contested, I will say. So you may roll your, let's say your composure and subterfuge or empathy might be a good counter to that.
subterfuge would be better for me, so I'll do that.
Okay. Actually, she might not open a door then.
3 successes.
3 successes. All right. So she is going to almost open the door, but not quite. So you catch yourself kind of like a little off guard for a second, but you're going to be able to compose yourself. So is this the biggest? So what can you?
Not as exciting as you might think it is.
I think murder's pretty exciting, like real murder, bloody murder, right?
All murders are bloody. Come on now.
Poisonings aren't. So you're
Depends on
saying
the
it's?
poison.
I guess it does, but I mean, so you're saying that it's not a female serial killer?
I don't. Yeah, you need to tell me what you know. You apparently know a bit more than what you're letting on.
Sure. But first, the door is going to open, and several trays of sushi are going to be set down in like the sushi boats. There's about 6 different rolls that are set down, all different variety. Fish, vegetarian ones, some really weird looking ones with tentacles sticking out of them. So she's going to smile, take a couple of bites. An architect named Hicks. She checks her notebook. Bryce Lewis Hicks. There's always 3 names for a serial killer, right? You got to make sure it's specific, or else it gets out into the public. Then any other Bryce Hicks, well, you can't have that, right? What's your middle name,
No.
Alex?
I know. You have to figure it out.
Fair. Mine's Lorraine.
Jackie Lorraine Bailey, huh?
Jacqueline Lorraine
Oh,
Bailey.
excuse me.
You can call me Jackie.
If you prefer.
Do you prefer Alex or Officer Landry?
Alex is fine.
One moment, please. What's his middle name?
Well done.
I don't think you wrote it before.
Nope.
So what's his middle name? Alexander, Charles, Alan, Arthur, Kenneth, Zachariah, Bobby.
Alexander William Landry.
Okay. So she's gonna smile between bites and go, So do you prefer Alexander William Landry or Alexander Billy? Alex Billy?
Ah,
do my
impressive.
research.
Rather quick.
I do my research. I just wanted to see if you'd own up to it. Besides, your personnel file is pretty easy to find.
Is
Same
it
with your-
now?
if you know the right people, yeah. Also, you're in the paper a couple of times for high school stuff.
Yeah.
So you went into the force after your parents died.
I did.
So you know how murder can be very bloody. From personal experience.
That I do.
Has that helped you with this case?
Just not the first time seeing it. Your first time sticks with you for a long time.
It must be really difficult. But you must be stronger because of it. I know a lot of people, your partner isn't doing too well, right? She's taken administrative leave because of it, but you're fine. You're tough. That must be, if not comforting, reassuring to know that you can channel that type of trauma into strength. It's really admirable. She's going to use manipulation and empathy on you.
Okay.
How would you counter that?
Ooh. Yeah, composure, but I don't have much else here. Did Streetwise help at all?
How would it help?
Oh.
You can know what a con looks like coming?
Yeah, like familiar with the tactics he's trying to use.
Okay, sure.
Four successes.
4 successes. All right. It is ineffective. How's the fugu?
Food's good. Thank you. He'll take another bite.
You like blowfish?
Not my favorite. But it's all right.
It's tempura. It's fine. I'm just fucking with you. There's nobody in Vancouver that I know that serves fugu. Although, my Japanese is pretty rusty. I don't
Oh, I
necessarily...
didn't know you spoke Japanese.
Japanese, a little bit of Mandarin, some French. Have to be able to interview people. Parlez-vous français?
Fortunately, I'm not fluent in any other languages.
You're never going to rise in the ranks as a civil servant without a little bit of French, Officer Landry.
Working on it. In what time I have.
So let's be blunt then. I need a story. You have a lot of information, and I need to know, is he actually possessed? I can be a very valuable friend. I know a lot of people. I could connect you with them, and I could get you information. I won't reveal any of my sources, but I also won't reveal that you were one of them if you decide to be one.
Oh, if you have sources for information, why do you need me? You seem to know more.
I know everything around the situation. I want to hear it from somebody who was actually inside of it. I want to hear it
I
through
don't have much to say.
I want to hear it through your voice, Officer Landry. You're right there. You were the arresting officer. That's a big deal.
They're saying he's possessed, is the story that's going around right now.
There is a story saying that he's possessed, that he's into devil worship or something.
I guess if I were to make a story, people will say anything.
So you're saying that he is not possessed and is not claiming to be possessed?
Just a run-of-the-middle murder.
All right, I'm gonna.
Sorry, were you expecting more?
I'm gonna need a subterfuge roll from you.
Yep. Just
Okay.
subterfuge.
All right. So give me manipulation and subterfuge. She's gonna use composure and subterfuge to detect.
Cool. I'm gonna use a willpower for this one.
Oh, good. Is this going? So you have. She's done 3 rolls to your 1. Oh, actually, you're on the hour. Damn. Oh, never mind. She's got a lot of rolls.
Yeah, I know.
Okay. So she's gonna get some leverage on you if she wins this roll, though.
She might win this one.
Oh, she might not.
1 success, and that's still power I spent.
Okay. You actually are going to 2, 3. Yeah, no, she does not have a specialty in that, so you're actually going to win. She doesn't like 100% believe you, but she's going to kind of like narrow her eyes a bit. Just a regular murder.
Yeah.
It's a
I said,
pretty
what you-
big murder as far as I hear, like a dozen people. We're talking about a serial killer here.
Again, people just want a story out there. They must be bored. But
Maybe.
where are you getting all this information from?
I don't reveal sources. It's against the code.
Fair point.
Would you give up information about a CI?
Nope.
Yeah, there we have. I mean, if you don't want to scratch my back, I won't scratch yours. I just
Like
thought.
I said, had it.
You just thought what? Like you said what?
I was hoping you had a bit more information than what you said. Like, all I got's
you
what I
haven't
told
really
you.
asked me anything aside from giving up my sources, Alex.
I know. So far, you've given me a bunch of stories about possessed, serial killer. What else do you really know? Because it seems like a bunch of hooey to me.
A coked up architect murders 13 women in his bedroom and then takes a bath in their blood. I mean, that's what this is, right? And she's going to flip open her tablet and show you a picture of the bathtub dripping with blood. It's not photoshopped. So this is just a regular murder in Vancouver? We'll go back to Victoria. How about you stop
Nice
lying?
photo you got there.
Nice photo I have there. Yeah, it's very nice. I hear he was in the bathtub when you found him.
Maybe he was. Maybe he wasn't. Why don't you ask the one that gave you that picture?
You know, I'm offering you information. I'm offering you help. You don't have to be a condescending dick about it.
No, you're just looking for a story that boosts yourself up to fame.
Yeah, I'm trying to do my
I think
job.
we're done here, Miss Bailey.
Oh, that's fine. I'll just go ask Michelle. And I'm going to use another roll real quick. I'm going to force a door because I can do that. Forcing doors. Sometimes waiting and subtlety aren't warranted, desired, or possible. In these cases, your character can attempt to force a character's doors. This degree of urgency is high risk, high reward. Forcing doors often leads to burnt bridges and missed opportunities. When forcing doors, your character's goal and her approach, state your goal. She's going to try to make you slip up and reveal a crucial piece of information. The current numbers apply as a penalty to the dice roll, so she's going to be at a -3 because you have not opened a single door. The subject contests as normal. If successful, proceed to resolution. Hard leverage. I'm going to say, though, threats, intimidation, blackmailing, kidnapping. It drives home the urgency for doors. Okay. So I'm gonna say that that's. Do you think is your partner your touchstone?
No, my parents were.
Okay, your parents were. So I'm gonna say that hard leverage is gonna be using your partner like that. But also, I'm gonna say that. Oh, this is playing into your vice. This is playing into your vice. So that's if she wins this, you're gonna slip and say something before you storm off, flip the table, do something. But you can get willpower back by flipping the table. So, hey. So, what is your defense roll? She is going to use presence and intimidation, and she's going to spend a willpower.
Probably.
So she has that.
Composure and subterfuge that try to keep the lie going.
Okay. So she is going to take a -3 penalty based on the hard leverage. Oh.
I got 3.
You got 3? Okay. It's all going to come down to this one dice. Is that cocked? That is not cocked, unfortunately. All right. So, she is going to tie you. So 3. Oh, did I reroll that 10? It did not matter anyway. Okay, cool. So in that case, all right. So she's going to say that. What do you do?
He's gonna get really closer. It's like, you're just gonna start harassing people till you get what you want? Leave my partner out of this. Why don't you go talk to the photographer? They seem to have plenty of information for you, bitch. And he's gonna walk off.
Vancouver's finest and lamest insult. Goodbye, Officer Landry. And she's going to click off the mic that was recording your conversation behind the menu. because BC is a one-party consent place, so she doesn't have to tell you you're being recorded. All right, so you managed to survive that encounter, Alex. Congratulations. That was close as hell. All
Woo!
right.
Could have rolled better to have more rolls yourself there, but
That went horribly. I'm like, yeah,
you against Kelle, just Kelly rolling against you. I was like, oof. Kelly making all the rolls.
That's true. All right. Meanwhile, back in Elina's room. Elina, you have seen something horrible in your sleep and are starting to do a little bit of research. If you'd like, I would love you to make me an intelligence and occult roll to try to isolate what the hell that was.
Yeah, because Kelle is not having any luck. Occult and sorry, which?
Occult and intelligence.
Occult and intelligence.
Alternatively, I'd let you do occult and resolve if you're going to stay up all night researching.
They're both the same.
Okay.
Occult. That's 5. Can I buy another die?
You can spend a willpower for 3 more.
I'll spend a willpower.
Okay, so you get 3 more.
Worth it. Yep.
Okay. You're going to need a lot of successes to pinpoint this.
1, 2, 3.
Ooh.
I got 4. I got a 10. That explodes. 4.
4?
4 successes.
That's real good.
Yeah.
So I am going to give you some search terms to find it yourself.
Okay.
So you can. So you are going to use the following search terms. You can just use this in Google, I think.
Okay.
Demon, goat,
Okay.
preys upon men, mutilates genitalia.
Oh, did I see this one already? Okay, I might have come across this one. Okay, I'm gonna do this in real time because now I'm on.
And you can also type female into that because she was obviously female as a demon, which is rarer in a lot of modern demonology than not, in at least pop culture.
Oh, I did not come across that one, but that is okay.
So I believe that is the first Wikipedia article if you use those search terms. What do you pull up as she Googles this?
Hey, come back here. Am I right? Oh, chat.
All right, so pulling in, you're going to pull up a search.
Yep. And she is getting Gadar.
Also known as Garar. A demon in
Gadar,
Islamic mythology and Islam-related folklore. The Garar is described as a demon resembling dogs or goats, sired by Iblis and a demon from the fires of Samum. Usually female, she preys upon men to assault them and mutilate their genitalia. Expected to live in the deserts near the Red Sea, but honestly, they can go anywhere.
Yeah. Okay, now I gotta check out Iblis. See what else we're.
You're going down a rabbit hole.
I'm totally gonna go down the rabbit hole, and I'm gonna be going down the rabbit hole for real for a while because this is, cool thing. Wow. Okay. Well, that's interesting to start with, and and there's not that much on them. I'm
There's not.
No, that is the interesting part.
Well, the other interesting part with 4 successes, what I'll say is specifically, this is an Islamic demon.
Yeah.
Which is...
I really was expecting, Western European, maybe even North American Aboriginal, but
Mhm.
No.
Especially the little note at the end there. This demon is expected to live in the deserts near the Red Sea.
Yeah. Yeah.
Something like that showing up in your dreams, for one, is very weird.
Yes.
But also, even if you did believe in this stuff, I don't know if Elina does or not.
Well,
It
yeah, she
seems
knows this stuff exists.
it's incongruent.
Yeah, it is. Why is this? Why is it this demon? Why is this demon coming around? I'm very intrigued. Alina's very intrigued, but I'm very intrigued. Okay. And that's gonna be one of the big notes that she writes. Put a sticky note and why Islam. Just Islamic demon ? Why?
This is definitely going to be something. This doesn't match what's going on with this case.
No, it doesn't, because she assumes that Hicks was possessed by a male demon.
Definitely was. Valak is particularly I believe amorous.
Well, she's definitely going to, because there's nothing else, she's going to go do some reading about Iblis as well, to see if there's anything that can, elucidate, anything that can,
The deeper you go down this
provide
rabbit
any
hole,
more.
the more you're going to get, the deeper you go down, the more you're going to kind of get the sense that this doesn't make any sense. In fact, the only way it would make sense, it just seems too hodgepodge. It seems how to phrase this. I want you to make me a wits and occult roll.
Okay.
You're going to do this at the end of the night, so do it at a -2 instead of a -3, because you did get a bunch of successes the first time.
Okay. -2. Oh, that brings me right down to 2.
I believe in you.
Can I spend another willpower?
You can spend another willpower.
Alrighty, why not? I'm gonna get it back after I sleep. Right? Sure. Yeah.
If you go ahead and go back to sleep for 8 hours, yeah.
Yeah, we'll try. Ooh, 1 success.
1 success.
One success.
You end up spending most of the evening until about 1 a.m. working on this. And just like looking for connections and looking for connections. And honestly,
it's just not there.
And that sticks in your craw. You think about it for a moment, and you think of how random it is. It's like whatever this is, it feels random, like somebody doesn't
really know what they're doing.
It feels like a Google search.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel like... It feels like sloppy. Like sloppy writing in a bad horror novel.
Yeah, it's just like somebody's flipped the pages or just dropped the book to see where it falls open, and it's like, oh, this looks good. Like, oh, no, why? Why is this being chosen? There's got to be... I mean, ideally, if you're... Say you're summoning a demon, you have to have a reason for that demon. It's not just to randomly, or not randomly, but arbitrarily, torment people. There's got to be some kind of reason. But this, I don't have that reason yet.
And that is where we're going to end your scene, with you staring at all of these new post-it notes, rubbing your eyes, saying that you just don't have a reason.
Yeah.
And then we're going to cut back to the sound of a buzzer. over at Lillian's place. Music is going to be playing inside of your apartment, your condo, and there's a buzzer at your front door. Your dog's going to like lift her head and yarp a couple of times. Lillian?
Down, girl. It's all right. And she'll go pat Persephone on the head and grab a distracting, like you know, Kong ball with like that she pre-done with peanut butter, and she'll just give it to
pull it out of the
Persephone.
fridge or freezer. Yeah. She's gonna start working at that. And when you go answer the intercom, hey, it's Karam. Is this Lillian?
This is Lillian. Come right up.
Yeah, I've got your wrap delivery. Extra meat.
Wonderful.
All right.
3rd floor.
I'll be right up. Before long, there's a knock at your door.
She'll answer it. She's definitely, cause it was raining, so she's definitely, after she slept, she had a shower, put on sultry makeup, and is wearing a very tasteful, revealing, trying not to look too hard, but definitely, you know, looking good.
Looking very good. You're going to open the door, and his eyes are going to reflect that you are looking good. He's still dressed in work clothes and is holding like a little brown paper bag with as much, he's going to kind of like, as you open the door, kind of hold it in one hand, kind of present it almost like he's taking a domed lid off and be like,
yeah,
your DoorDash.
Well, I don't think I can afford it, you know? May I offer you something else?
I would kill for a shower right now.
Yeah. I think I can arrange that.
Then have as much meat as you want. And
I intend to.
Can I come in?
You can come wherever you want.
And we're gonna fade to black with the door shutting. That line is just great. That is the worst right there.
Yep.
All right, so we are going to fade to black. And after a lovely, sweaty evening, lots of like little snapshots of like people knocking over like, you know, picture frames, and you know, a lot of like shots of sweaty backs and butts and stuff like that, you know, typical snapshots of that.
Yep.
You are going to have a great time. Go ahead and take an extra point of willpower back if you're down any for blowing off the mission for your vice. And Elina, actually, Kelle, what's Elina's vice?
Elena's vice is sloth. She doesn't get enough sleep.
I mean, she did stay in and sleep all night, so I'll give you an extra point of willpower back.
Oh, thank you.
So you are going to have a ravaging good time with Karam. Karam is he's a stud. He knows his way around anatomy, we'll say.
Good.
And you are going to fall asleep with him. Rain is going to plaster down on the window next to your bed. This big, full window that covers most of the wall there. And as it does, Can you do me a favor and make me a wits and composure roll at a -2?
Okay. Two successes.
2 successes. You are going to wake up in the middle of the night. Now, the way I picture your room is you walk into the room. It is on the left-hand wall as you walk into your condo. And as you're standing in the doorway to your bedroom, and you've got 4 walls, right? The door kind of opens midway through the room. You've got a dresser and stuff on the right-hand wall. You have a little walk-in closet, very small, kind of in the middle. And then the back corner of the room is kind of like hat rack stuff, a chair, something like that. And then the wall opposite the door is this big, broad window.
Yeah.
Your eyes open in the middle of the night, and you see a dark shape sitting in the chair opposite your bed. Its eyes are smoldery and red, and the room smells roughly of sulfur. Long, spiraling horns extend from the creature's forehead, and you can hear the sound of the click-clack of hooves as you look over at it. Can you make me a willpower roll not to make a noise? So resolve and composure, please.
Yep. Oh, that's 1 success.
Okay. So you're going to just kind of not have to move. And as you are watching, the creature in the chair is going to uncross its legs from this rather dainty position that it was at. And as it does, you are going to see this immense shadow shift between them amidst this tussle of hair. And then the sound of clip-clop as the hoof sets down and the other leg parts over. And these incredibly long, spider-like fingers are going to kind of knit over each other on top of this knobby backwards kneecap. And the thing is going to lean forward.
And so you found Miss Underhill.
It's going to say. And as he says that, it says that, you're going to jolt awake to the sound of your cell phone ringing on the bedside table. Kind
of... Underhill speaking.
An old, wizened voice will come across the other end. Lillian, darling, it's Grandpa. We should talk. The voice of Simon Underhill comes across the line. And I think that's what we're going to call a game for tonight. All right. Did you guys enjoy that one?
Very much
Yes.
I love stuff
I'm
with
on a
demons.
demon
They're so
search.
fun.
It's great.
Yeah.
It's
Going on a demon search.
also right in the middle of your scene, Robin. I
Yeah.
looked down and there was a spider on my keyboard, like walking around, and I was just like,
Eek!
So it's somewhere.
Well, that's
I tried
oddly
to
prophetic.
I tried to flick it off the table, but it's somewhere now.
Oh,
It's very
It's living
small.
in your keyboard
I would have
now.
taken a pause to finish that
No,
out.
I'm a professional, damn it. So
Well-
folks, thank you so
Good
much
job.
I would have
for
lost it.
you would have lost it.
I would have lost.
Oh, yeah.
It was real
Yes,
tiny.
I'm
it was like
arachnophobic.
it was
Me
like the
too.
size of a pea. It was like very,
I don't
very
care.
small.
No.
That's the
Okay.
worst. That's worse because then you can lose it easier.
Well, I'll find it
It's like,
eventually.
where is it going?
Hey, a big thank you to everybody who makes this game possible. Demon is going to be coming soon, but Hunter is here, so this episode is going to be out before July, and then Demon's going to start coming out. So I hope you're enjoying both of those games. You get Kelle in both of them, so that's pretty great. Everybody, please do me a favor. Take 4 beats,
Nice.
because you satisfied me. That was good. I apologize for all of the lewdness in this game, but it seemed appropriate.
Well, you know, as one
I
does.
often wonder, I wonder how far to push stuff like this in actual plays. I think that we toe the line pretty well.
I think
Oh, yeah.
so.
Oh, we did
Yeah.
fine.
So if we don't, let me know.
I don't
And
know
if YouTube flags me, I'll definitely know. So
YouTube said
Right.
bad.
Too spicy. Too spicy.
too spicy for
spicy.
YouTube.
Ay, ay,
Too
ay.
spicy.
Ay, ay, ay. The dork, the Donly fans, the Dorkly fans.
Now is it Baphomet? Yes, Kelle, it might be Baphomet.
Yes,
there.
now it's
It's
Baphomet.
definitely
Okay.
a Baphomet vibe. Definitely a Baphomet
Yes.
Oh,
vibe.
I
definitely
need to
got
get that
Baphomet.
Baphomet pattern. That was
Hey,
just so
that's
cute.
really cute. That is
I
a
know.
very
Kelle
cute
found an
Baphomet.
Etsy
Cutest
Baphomet
demon.
like knit pattern. It's pretty
I
cute.
kinda
Yeah,
want
it's,
it. I
it's an
kinda want it.
amigurumi. Yeah, I know.
All right.
It's like,
So,
dang, gonna have to
anyways.
use that.
that is going to be it for us tonight. Thank you so much, everybody on Patreon. Big thank you to our divine patron, who is my mom and my stepdad. Thank you both. I know this is not the type of content you would watch, but hey, I hope you appreciate it anyway. To our demonic patron, Precarious, thanks for all of the love, Funkelbreck. You're fantastic, and I hope things are going well for you. Big thank you to our wizards of the Patreon, Tammy the Forever Cleric, the Ink Goblin, and Eddie Isaacs. I'm not sure if any of you are going to watch this, because this is definitely too spoopy for one of you. But I hope you're all having a great time. Thank you for all of your love and support. And to the High Council of the Patreon, I have to thank Taryn, Buddy, Trazelta, Amberthist, Cubby Gummy, Raven with Baubles, Karasha Urquhart, Sergio, Chef Aladeth, LaRuke, Sorcerer Sanguine, Mike Baxter, and Kaylin Whitebeard. You're all amazing, and thank you to everybody who's watching this on Patreon. If you are watching this at a later date over on YouTube or Twitch, you could have been watching this episode up to 3 months early by joining patreon.com/dorktales at as little as $5 a month. It's a great deal. We have at least 5 or 6 additional games a month that you get in advance.
That's like $1 a game.
It's
Yeah,
less
come
than
on,
that. It's
cheap.
It's real cheap, and it helps me afford to do this because this is a full-time gig. I spend a lot of time planning these things. Unlike the person who might be bringing the demons around, they're slapdashing. It wasn't super meta. I was like, someone's gonna call me on being meta.
I was wondering about it because it's like, is that what you actually do when you're like, as like a storyteller, you're like, oh, I'm searching demons and don't look
I
like
mean,
where
you
the demons
kind
are
of,
from.
but you try to keep it thematic.
Well, I know you do, but I
Yeah.
meant like, is that like, I'm like, how meta is this about like creating a story kind of thing? I'm like, this is kind of cool.
I have
I
had
know
Stephen
you put
King
your
pick.
effort in and research.
Yeah.
I know you are top tier for stuff like
Yeah.
that.
I try,
I know
I
you
try.
wouldn't make those mistakes.
All right. So folks, have a great night. We will see you next time on Hunter the Vigil Summons. Dong dong.
Yeah,
You
right?
want to be on the show? You want to be on the show?